This is Jason Sapp with FluentGoal.com, joined by running back Ezekiel Elliot from St. Louis, just wrapping up his visit to Notre Dame for Junior Day. Ezekiel, take us through some of the highlights of your trip here in South Bend.
I got in Friday, met with track coaches, got to have dinner with the team, got to see what the family aspect of Notre Dame was about, and I really liked it. And then Saturday, got a Junior Day, so I got to see practice, got to see more of campus. And then Sunday morning, I got to meet with all the coaches, met with Coach Kelly, Coach Drayton. So I enjoyed myself.
For sure. I guess just if there was one kind of defining thing about the visit that maybe stood out to you the most, you know what I mean? Just that one highlight, what would you kind of say was the best part of the trip?
Just the family aspect of Notre Dame, the Notre Dame football team, just how all the football players stick together, you know, all the coaches, you know, just it's more than football, it's family, you know, so I mean, I really like that.
I know one thing that the coaches talk about during the recruiting process is they don't even really want to tell you much about how practice is. They want you to see it for yourself. Right. You know, you're out there, obviously a different speed, some bigger players. What were some of your impressions of what you're able to see kind of out of that running back group and the team in general?
I got to see the first day in pads, so they were out thudding heads, and it was intense.
And then, of course, you know, almost you have to visualize yourself being, you know, in that group and something like that, and feel a connection, a comfort level with the staff. You know, how would you describe, you know, those meetings with the coaches and kind of how you feel with them and everything?
Well, they recruited me as an athlete, so they want me. It's like it's a 50% chance I can play running back, 50% chance I can play corner. So Friday I sat in on running back meetings. Saturday I sat in on defensive back meetings. So, you know, I mean both coaches, I think it's Coach Brooks, and then Coach Drayton, not Coach Drayton, Coach Alford. You know, they're really nice guys. You know, they're great coaches, focused on the detail aspects. You know, the things that you need to win games.
For sure. And then, do you have any preference there as far as what side of the ball you play on, or?
I do not.
And then I guess just coming out of this visit, do you have any other trips planned? You know, anywhere going any other visits or anything here soon?
I'm planning on maybe heading to Wisconsin Tuesday, and then Ohio State the 30th. But then it's track season, so I won't have much time to do any more spring visiting.
Yeah. So you mentioned meeting with the track coach. I would imagine that being a two-sport athlete is something that's important for you for the next level. A couple football players, Bennett Jackson, George and Josh Atkinson, the twins. You know, those are guys that are currently doing that. Did you get an opportunity to maybe talk with some of them, or you know, how important is it to you to be able to kind of play both sports at the next level?
I mean, it's one thing I want to do. I want to try it out. You know, I love football. That's the #1 priority. But I got to hang out with those guys, Bennett Jackson. I hung out with him a lot. Hung out with him Friday night, Saturday night. And I got to, I mean, he kept it real. I mean, he told me, I mean, there are time demands, but if you take care of your business, it shouldn't be a problem.
How does your list, you know, shake out at this point? I know there's obviously a lot of emotions from the visit, but, you know, is there any temptation there to maybe make this a wrap? I know I saw James Onwalu, you know, tweeting about, you know, I mean, he got to spend some time with you and Doug Randolph and Trey Bell, and it seemed like everybody was having a good time.
I mean, we had a great time, you know, hanging out with some of the guys who are already committed, you know. I mean, I like Notre Dame. They're one of my top schools.
For sure. Would you feel comfortable saying that it's the favorite right now on the heels of this visit, or are you still kind of?
Right now, it's between Ohio State and Notre Dame, so.
And then I
guess how that plays off.
For sure. And then just lastly, you know, with the recruiting process, how do you envision this kind of playing out as far as when you want to, you know, make a decision and have all this behind you?
At first, I was thinking that maybe I wanted to take my final official visit and see everybody, but you know, things are starting to get real. You know, emotions, and I mean, maybe I'll commit earlier.